Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now the next thing is top 4 exercises for hip pain. A lot of parents, a lot of grandparents, a lot of people as they age, dealing with playing with their children or just pretty much sitting at their office desk for 8 to 9, 10 hours, they generally start to develop hip pain and they don't know why. When you're sitting down for that long, it's not good for the body, and therefore you need to start incorporating these different types of exercises. When you get to that pain point, that's when you really need to start incorporating different exercises into your gym routine to get you better. Okay, so the first top 4 exercises in hip pain. Number 1 is clams. Now, what I mean by clams is you get a band at a gym. You'll see this at most gyms. Grab the band, you take a seat. You want to slide the band up both feet all the way just to where it sits just above your knees. You want to find a bench like this. You're wanting to lay on your side. So first point is you want to keep your knees down and your feet down. You don't want to lift your leg up. That's a no-no. You want to keep your feet down to the ground and keep your hips locked in. So stretch the band as much as you can. Lift your knee up into the ceiling. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3-second hold usually is what we do. And then back down again. You want to go about 10 to 15 reps on each side. As you're squeezing, keeping your feet down and up and down for 10 to 15 reps. Then you slide back to the other side and maintain both. Again, same principles, keeping the feet down, the hip, the knees, and then you stretch the band as hard as you can. Hold for maybe 2 seconds and then back down again. 10 to 15 reps. So incorporate into your routine. Okay, number 2. So first one was clams. Second one is hip bridges. They're done 50,000 times in the gyms. What you do is you lay on the ground. Now, you want to focus on driving your hips to the ceiling. In the air, squeezing your butt cheeks. Now, I've got a band around my knees. That's to really fire the glutes up as much as I can, to really help loosen up the hips, take the pain away, and then back down again. Same principles, squeeze tight as hard as you can, down again, and bring up again. It's important to really squeeze the body parts so you really help and feel them fire. And as we say in the gym world, fire and wire, you really want to help to really activate and squeeze those muscles, to really feel those muscles turn on and engage, to therefore to release the pain in your hips. Third exercise is a hip flexion. It's a stretch. It's not so much exercise, it's a stretch. It's called the hip flexion stretch. Done correctly, it's an amazing stretch. It's important, obviously, as we age, as you get older, if you're feeling, flat, fatigued, 50s and 60s and 70s, as you age, these generally feel a lot tighter and tighter, and therefore stretching is one of the most underutilized things in the gym that you need to really do in your fitness routine. Now, the first thing is you bring your leg up. Now, as you're doing this, you want to tilt your pelvis, rotate your pelvis inward to really fire the hips. And then as you're doing that, you want to push your hips forward. And then you're going to feel the stretch come through your hip down to the quad as much as you can. Hold at the end point. And when you get to the end, you slowly come back to the start. And you keep doing, and you rotate between. You want to do about 10 to 15 reps on each side, hold, and then come back again. Now, if you want to feel a stretch further and that gets easier, how do we make that advanced? We come forward, and then you want to bring your arms all the way forward, and that really gets that whole side working, stretching as hard as you can, and then you come back down. And then, of course, you do that 10 to 15 times on each side, and really fire and wire your hips up. Really simple exercise to do, but it's a game changer for as we get older. Okay, now the last one on the list, number 4, is, if you're seeing it on the title, it's called stick, or the stick myofascial release. Now, everyone that knows me knows that I'm the pain guy, getting people out of pain. especially as we age, when we hit 40, 50, and 60, and 70 and beyond, we start to get, obviously, what we're talking about now is hip pain. Now, this stick, you might see, what the hell is Paddy doing with the stick? Well, I'm going to show you now. So, you're going to get a bench. You lay down, similar start to the clams as what we did at the start, but you're going to go lay on your side. You're going to grab the pointy end of the stick, and you want to find the meatiest part of your hips, and you want to drive the stick in your hips, and it's going to bloody hurt. Why does it hurt? Is because your hips are very tight, your glutes are probably tight and weak, and you really need to alleviate the pain and the strain through your hips. The more you press down, the harder it is, and as you can see me squinching, it bloody hurts. If it's not hurting, you haven't found the right spot. As most of my clients say, F you, Paddy, pretty much. So you want to drive, and again, 30 seconds on each side, release, turn, lay on the side, grab the stick, find the meatiest part of the hip, drive the stick in, as you can see, and it bloody hurts, I'll say that. And that alleviates your hip pain. It's a funny exercise, but done correctly, you actually feel amazing. Okay, now those were the 4 exercises to alleviate your hip pain. Now, basically those exercises are to build strength in your hips, but also the surrounding muscles, so your glutes, your core, your hips, to get them through, because they're all in the same region in order to get you moving. And obviously now we're talking with the physical demands of parenting, you need hips, you need glutes, you need core to really get you firing and wiring and feeling the best that you can so you can move forward. And if you love that video, please hit that like and subscribe button and share the love. Thank you.